Let's go, sir.
Recording.
Okay, welcome everybody to And That's Why We're Not Together, episode 93 or something, is it? What are we going to do for the 100th episode, by the way?
Oh, we have to throw a party.
Yeah, we should do a live show.
Live show somewhere from Dublin.
We better figure out when that's going to be and then start promoting it now.
Yeah.
Just get in a small venue, like an 80-seater or something.
Yes, and we're gonna, like, hardcore fans.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea, Daniel.
And we you know, they have to get a question, each of them, to ask.
Well, not 80 people, Hannah.
Okay, well, we pick randomly, but everybody has to have one question.
Okay, one question prepared. Okay. Well, okay.
And not like, who is your girlfriend? Some more, sophisticated.
Well, that's a question. Well, now you're telling them what type of question to ask. Jesus. Do you want to just introduce us quickly, Daniel?
Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage and Hannah Andrews.
And Daniel Andrews on bass, on the drums. Daniel Andrews on the drums, and Jack Andrews in Amsterdam on his girlfriend.
No, on the smoke in the cafe.
Oh God, yeah.
No.
Yeah, the 100th episode. Oh yeah, did you say you were going to read out some viewers' comments?
Oh yeah, from the last podcast.
This will take a while, folks.
Fun show, guys.
Wait. Yeah, but no. First of all, you have to set it up and let the audience know what the comments are, which podcast the comments are relating to.
Okay, David, you're gonna do it amazingly, and
no,
I'm just gonna
say
read
but Hannah, you do start in the middle of the story a lot of times, and then you say everybody else knows exactly what I'm talking about, and yeah, okay, especially if a guy is on a first date with you, he's going to pretend he knows what the fuck is going on. So which podcast? The previous one with Brian Kennedy.
Clip my wings.
Yeah, well,
you told me that was terrible.
Oh yeah, well no, because my mom rang and I was stuck behind the couch, and I said, "Pass over the phone."
And I was stuck behind the table.
And then I said, "Hannah, you're just terrible." And she said, "Terrible. I mean, God, World War II was terrible. I'm not terrible." But it was like giving like a few notes, random notes to a jazz musician and asking them to improvise, and she just kind of got a terrible, and like 5 minutes later it was like okay.
But I forgave myself. And
I forgave myself. No, I shouldn't have said terrible.
Okay.
Don't say that word.
So these are the comments after Brian's Kennedy's.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's
interview.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, am I not?
Yeah, you are. No, I'm just being a dick.
Somebody left the comment, and I just don't understand it.
Well, then don't read
Keep
it.
stateside away from Brian. He's up in the rafters.
Well, I think maybe stateside is referring to the United States, right? Mm-hmm. And then up in the rafters means like he's either out of his mind or he's brilliant and he's too good for the United States. But either way, a lot of people on social media, they try to sound really kind of, hey, groovy and all kind of, laconic, and hey, keep doodle-doo out of fang bangra. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you sound like you're desperately trying to be cool. But
okay.
What?
Yeah, there's one that says, "You've had it tough, Brian. Your honesty and attitude is so admirable."
But yeah, what do you mean? That's good. That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah, but
what was your point?
Well, they're probably being a bit cool by saying that as well.
No, they're not, Daniel. That's a completely understandable message.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I understand it. The other one I couldn't understand.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand the words, but I can't make
Daniel, do you not understand me when I'm talking?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But don't be patronizing, David. You look
but it
you
makes me
blind. We can't see your eyes. You look like Ray
cool.
Charles. Start wobbling.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, Daniel, that was my point was exactly the opposite to what your thing was. I was saying that guy makes a comment that is on.
Hey, Max Savage, there's another question, comment. Max Savage, why do you ask the question and answer it yourself? Shut up and let the guest talk. Brian Kennedy is much more interesting than you. And it's just
Well,
exclamation.
that's the horrible thing, right? Because, and I still haven't learned from it, where I ask a question, and then rather than let the guest answer, I'll start answering the question. And then when I look back on it, exactly that, oh God, what the guest was saying was more interesting than what I interjected with. And it's really a horrible thing to witness.
Yeah, and then there's a guy.
Rin Tin Tin, look.
Yeah, it's like.
Do you know what they call Rin Tin Tin in France?
Tintin, I don't know.
They call him Adolphus.
Adolphus Tintin.
No, they call him Rantantan.
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 That's sexy. Like French, whatever French say, it's immediately more interesting.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and more sophisticated.
I think the Irish language. Do you know what they call Rin Tin Tin in Irish?
No.
Fuck. Oh God.
Wait a second. What else did
Daniel,
you say?
am I a wing clipper?
So you say the
Yeah,
Irish
yeah, you
language
are.
is
What?
dead
Yeah,
if
you are.
Gael dogs aren't
You're a wing
prospering
clipper.
in Gaelic, not in Ukrainian or English.
Say that again, Hannah.
I should say, the Irish language is dead if the Gael dogs aren't prospering in Gaelic, not in Ukrainian or English.
Oh, that's something. That's somebody who's saying that there are too many people from Ukraine fleeing the war.
No, just what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
that is-
Ukrainian, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think he's saying that we should,
Do you not
cherish the
understand what Hannah's
language.
saying, David?
Cherish the Irish language, not promote Ukrainian or English. Just concentrate on what's yours and what you're coming from.
I don't understand that.
Just maintain the roots. I don't understand it
well,
either.
well, then how? Well, if you don't understand it, why you speak? Huh?
I don't know.
Can I have a look at that comment?
No, it's just bullshit. Oh, this is weird. That's so not true. Like somebody's saying, in many ways, perhaps people up north had an idea of the South that wasn't actually true. We had an awful time during the Troubles.
Who did?
No, the guy saying the people in the South. Look, that's why I'm being so sort of sarcastic. We poor people in the South had an awful time during Troubles. The teachers beat Irish into most students, and the only hope for a decent future was to emigrate. Northerners of both faiths had many more opportunities and a better chance of getting into countries like Canada and New Zealand because of being part of the Commonwealth. I thought Ireland was always a part of the Commonwealth. A lot of sacrifices were
Hannah.
made on the altar of identity politics, and we haven't even had a chance to process them, let alone heal. Oh my God. Get a life,
Daniel.
Southerner.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Comments
I'm
from
so
the-
confused right
Comments
now.
from the previous podcast. I mean, come on, guys.
That's
Well,
the comment
yeah,
from the previous
I
podcast.
know, but just hang on a second, Hannah. First of all, okay, so that guy. Oh God, I got on a terrible rabbit hole. I was listening to what is Landsman, Cosmo Landsman. He did this incredible 8-hour documenting the Holocaust, and he went everywhere and talked to everyone, and he managed to talk to an SS guard who worked in Treblinka, right? Mm-hmm. And God forgive me, and this is heavy, folks, so don't listen to this if you can't handle it, and I don't blame you if you can't handle it. But he was talking about so they'd strip the prisoners, they'd strip the people naked.
In the cold,
the Jewish people naked in the winter, and they'd be waiting to go into these gas chambers, and they'd be on this ramp going in.
Yeah, and they've been told that they're having a shower. They need to clean up.
Do you mind if I just finish my sentence? Would that be okay, Daniel? Or
Well, apparently, I don't know.
I'm terrible.
I just want to make this awful point.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
that I'm
Let me finish laughing because I'm just
Okay, we're gonna have to
it's a
cut over.
nervous laughter. That I'm not laughing at anything serious, and I think
well,
you've stolen my seat. Look, give me my cushion. I just feel like I'm much lower.
Well, weirdly, you know, there was this woman. Let me get her. Fucking hell, honey, you make me so nervous. Just let me. Can I just say one thing? Okay, why don't you just say one thing? You say one thing, I say one thing.
Okay, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
Holy shit, guys, come on.
We're like in a kindergarten.
I'm so hurt now. Anyway, yeah, I sent this. Actually, you know, like Hannah says, she's laughing nervously, and a lot of people say, "Oh, you know, something." Look, anyway, I was also watching this woman called Nina Kaleska, and this is an interview from 1990, and this woman, okay, she somehow through, you know, an accidents and incredible luck managed to survive 2 years in Auschwitz. And then she, you know, I was listening to her story, and she was so articulate and so smart and such a strong person, and there was so much wisdom. And then she said this thing which really hit home.
The other thing about Auschwitz that I remember that helped me is to have a sense of humor. And people say, how can you do that? If you cannot laugh at yourself, you die. By the way, that's true of today too. People who take themselves very seriously are bores. But when you do not have a sense of humor during that time, and you really recognize the depth of the tragedy around you, you can't make it. Because if the mind can still function, it can overcome all kinds of extraordinary circumstances. So we would say, hey, I'll see you tomorrow on the soap board. It sounds depraved, but at that time, it was a way of saying, we know what's going to go on, there's nothing we can do about it. So let's laugh.
There we have a situation where a human being has gone through like Dante's Inferno, and a sign of that they haven't broken you completely is the ability to
Laugh,
rise above the horror and not fully connect with it, because if you can't, it's a sign of mental well-being. Obviously, you know, we're not saying that you should laugh in any sense at people suffering, for Christ's sake, but I'm just saying how people can survive horrendous, fucking horrifying, endlessly horrifying situations. And that what Nina Kaleska said applies today, obviously, with lots of different issues. But
I just would like to add that, you know, sense of humor allows her to distance herself from suffering she was experiencing.
Yes.
And seeing herself maybe from outside.
Yeah.
And, you know, allowing herself to go through it. So you can either dwell in your sorrow or just lift yourself up. You know, it's like kids. They will always play no matter what circumstances are. You could be in the worst circumstances, but if they have a time to play, they will do it and forget about everything.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's get Jesus. And that's the other thing, you know, when you're watching like a really dreadful documentaries, and you think when you stop watching them, that's it, and you move on with your life. But it doesn't. The effect of it stays with you for a few days. Anyway.
But it also made you more empathetic to other people, I think. It's just like you can, because there's no weight on this, maybe makes you also, you know, not being angry as much, or maybe, you know, just see people as, you know, us being equal when we experience the same emotions and feelings. Why are you laughing, Daniel?
Well, because we've lost it a bit.
Yeah. Well, on the
I'm going to have to look through all this, Daniel.
Yeah.
on the news, I saw that there's 2 viral baby animals at the moment.
Viral, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
What does that mean?
well, like they're on social media, everyone's talking about them, like, you know. Well, they were for
What are viral, baby? Oh, you mean little baby animals in a zoo?
Yeah, in a
that
zoo.
Somebody took a video of, and
Yeah,
then
and
it's gone viral.
yeah.
Right, sorry. And what
yes.
type of animals are they?
Well, they have Moo Deng, the pygmy hippopotamus,
Oh yeah, I see that a lot actually.
the baby pygmy hippopotamus, and then there's Pesto. There's Pesto the penguin, which is like an oversized baby penguin that's bigger than its parents, and it's still in its baby fluff or whatever.
Oh, it's just it happens. It's like
It's like a mutation.
No,
it's like a Shaq O'Neal of the penguin world.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Big, tall.
Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah,
Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah,
Shaquille O'Neal is a basketball player, and he's 7 foot something.
yeah. He's tall, but there's
So
a
he doesn't move. He just stands near the
Oh no,
basket
no,
and
that's the thing about
trip.
Shaquille O'Neal. He was very athletic in his day. Like he could move way as quick as somebody who's a lot smaller.
Because sometimes they're so
They're
tall,
they're
and heavy,
disproportionate.
They can't move.
No, but he was very proportioned. Oh yeah, some of those basketball players, Daniel, have you ever seen them? The size, like they're like
yeah, they're
just
very 6-7 foot. Like
oh no, 7'8" and 7 foot.
yeah, I mean they're huge. Yeah, I mean
It's great.
but like you see a picture of Shaquille O'Neal with like this Chinese dude that was even taller than him, like, and it's kind of like it's kind of crazy how tall people can get, like.
Yeah, you wouldn't think the Chinese people would be very tall. They're not very tall usually. God, David. It's just like Spanish people on average are shorter. Let's say the more north you go,
The Scandinavians are quite tall.
yeah, the taller people are. I'm sorry, like this is just stating a fact. Okay, shall I just ask
Oh, you know the guy
ChatGPT?
that guy, the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
You know that guy's huge, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like big fella.
All of a sudden, you can't even say that Spanish people are short and Swedish are tall or Norwegian are well-fed, big people, tall, blonde, handsome.
Oh God, Daniel.
Sorry. Yeah. We've got to go home. Maybe there's something else to do than just.
How long have you been
just-
broadcasting, Daniel?
Just trying to say
20
something.
minutes.
It feels
The-
so long.
No,
I think I went.
clever, but we're not that clever. We're just saying things,
Huh?
Like we shouldn't just pretend that we are so clever and want to,
Oh, yeah.
just want to, share the wisdom. We're like another.
Yeah, we're not
person.
wise at all.
Well,
yeah,
you have a little bit of wisdom,
Yeah, but people.
like everybody else. you know?
Yeah. But I know what
but
you mean.
I
Like
know.
people try to, give the impression they really want to say something intelligent, but let's not even pretend. Like, what would be my if I can, I'm good at taking the piss out of things. I guess if I just spend hours figuring out how to do it or something, or.
I know
But
what you
whatever I have to
say.
do, whatever I'm good at, it requires a lot of work. It doesn't come easy, and you know what I mean. Or sometimes you
David.
say funny things accidentally. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I can't.
accidentally you're very funny.
Yeah, but
And
I
listen-
have no. I find it very difficult to focus on stuff.
Can I tell you?
What?
Ask you? Can I ask you? You were telling me that funny thing. You never said it, but I think you could recreate it. That, about people and yourself. The big mission you have to fulfill. What was it? That people.
Oh yeah, well you see, I see things. You see, I see things on a huge. Like I've got such wide vision. I just see everything, and then most
The
people
glasses?
see they just see things through a tiny little hole. And so when I think I'm talking to somebody about something, I'm not really. We're definitely not even on the same page. I mean, they're just seeing life through this, whereas I'm a god. Is that what I mean?
I thought it was hilarious. And then,
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
were sort
obviously,
of apologetic.
I'm
But
sorry.
David. But I think you really you're right, and you just burdened by circumstances and the fact that you are who you are. You know, we're not born equal, unfortunately. No
But
matter
thank
what
God.
Yeah, thank God.
And thank God we're different. Like all the differences, you know the way they say "Vive la différence." Is that what they say in France?
Vive la-
You know the way
la
women, to me,
différence, yeah.
they're so different to men, and you know, like that's exactly what has attracted me.
To women.
Attracted me to women. Like, I mean, if I see a guy like with a beard or something, right, which is me, I have a beard. It doesn't attract me at all. Like, I look at a guy with a beard, and I don't want to kiss him or anything.
What about those gay guys with just baby bottom cheeks and they
Yeah,
they have
definitely
no
kiss those
hair.
guys. Love those guys.
And they just
Yeah.
and you know that's
Jesus Christ! It's like you're so like yeah.
inappropriate.
I don't know. I guess as a woman, yeah, no. But there is you're talking about camp,
Yeah.
gay. But you know, it's interesting. Quite much that the gay thing, that campness, I think it comes from a theatre, or maybe it comes from. It's so funny that it's a kind of defense mechanism to make you so unthreatening that you avoid getting beaten up or something. So it is, but it does have. Like, in other words, I have a lot of admiration for gay people back in the day when they were openly gay. That took a lot of balls, a lot of courage, because it was so kind of, well, you know, I'm talking 60s, 50s.
Yeah.
It was so frowned
Remember
upon.
Brokeback Mountains? They were beaten up, torn by the horses.
Like, politically, I am
tortured.
very gay. Politically, I am gay.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what that
yeah.
means, but I've got into fights with, you're gay. Yeah, I am gay, mate, you know.
Well, you never said that. I am gay.
I did, yeah. On the
Just
street
now.
so many times. When I was doing street shows,
Oh yeah. You know, as a
got into loads of fights saying, why you know, gay. Yeah, I am gay, mate. Yeah.
because
I'm
you were
gay.
sending gay vibes.
No.
Okay, I'm being
I know,
facetious.
but no, I don't know what you mean.
Okay,
do you know
I'm
what it
so
is? It's, you
sorry.
know, just like,
Yeah.
you know, look, here it is. I get into a flow. You know, like say you're making love to a woman, and you know you're just in that thing, and then but like it's Hannah's like peeking her head into the door, going, and it just totally
Terrible.
throws me off,
Terrible.
and I lose the comedy horn.
Terrible.
I can't believe I'm saying that in front of my son Daniel.
Terrible.
He did.
I really apologize. I
Stop it! Stop me! You know.
No, because if I'm doing that, so I'm lacking self-aware. And self-aware is the first
Okay, but it's
step
good.
to self-improvement, isn't it, Daniel?
Yes.
What's the opposite of self-improvement?
Self-disprovement?
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're on a self-disprovement course. But no, that's good.
Yeah,
like,
which is good. How to make yourself really nasty and horrible. And how to...
yeah, everybody's improving themselves. But it's funny, yeah. Like
Yeah,
some of my neighbors, I'm just like they don't see themselves as bad people, but they're just such collapsed black hole type of personalities.
Yeah, but
They're just I'm amazed. I'm actually amazed by the fact that they can't even summon up an old hello or acknowledge your existence.
because they look like this.
But
you see?
it blows me away how like super not that bright people are or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know. Sorry, go on, Daniel.
Even intelligent people sometimes, like really, like high IQ intelligent people find it hard because like they would have like a more complex vocabulary and they wouldn't be able to express themselves to the normal person. So even if someone was so intelligent, would they be much better off? Like,
Well, I know what you mean. Like, just because you're very, very bright doesn't mean that you're socially integrated
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, and
you know.
they usually might have actually problem talking to people. They're usually awkward. They're usually socially not fitting
But there's
in.
one or two people that walk around with little grumpy heads on them, and I'm thinking, is that for me? Or are they walking around like that all the time? And
All the
also,
time.
number two, is that supposed to be in any way, shape, or form intimidating?
No,
Because
I
it's
don't
not.
think they're aware.
And number three,
You see guys walking down the street and they do that thing like where they put their arms out
yeah.
to sort of make themselves
Selves
look
bigger, yeah.
bigger. I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of like
Works.
It works some.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Again,
like,
it's a defense mechanism.
yeah.
It depends on what area you're
Strange. Yeah.
The worst thing I think people are not aware, they're walking and they have faces like this. So you really have to consciously
from. Well, no.
put your
I
cheek.
know, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're just really.
you can't
big,
consciously walk around.
angry.
But some people have that resting bitch face, don't they?
Yeah, resting bastard bitch face.
Yeah.
Which is
Well, the worst is
terrible.
the worst is though when it seems to be when you get to a certain age.
Did this
And I mean it's actually you actually see it,
You can count teeth they have.
and you see them, and they have that face when they're cycling. They're like, so that's old man face.
Are they breathing through their mouth? Or
I don't know
something?
what the fuck.
Yeah.
And also, and you can even see them swimming. they're s- old man, open mouth face. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So I mean, like what have they done in their life whereby this is what they're doing? Like, God forgive me. I mean, I'd hope I'd never do something like that.
Okay, we're gonna tape your mouth if you start breathing through your mouth.
Hannah tapes her mouth when
They're
she's
just
sleeping.
worn down by life.
I heard that somebody some comedian said to some heckler, "Hey, shut your freedom hole." Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Freedom
yeah.
of expression. You're
Yeah, you don't need to explain to us, David. We know it like this. We a little bit like this. We understand that you have such a broad perspective, but me and Daniel have like maybe.
no. Daniel everybody has an expanded perspective. I think
All
also.
of a sudden, everybody.
Well, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of fear around. A lot of fear. A lot of Not even you can't say that. It's more like you can't even question whatever the hot topic issue is of the day. We don't have to say what that is, but even kind of looking towards something, and so it makes people compliant. It makes people fearful, and also the critical function required to be smart and clever and powerful is kind of pushed down, and it kind of withers away. So you like over years, then people just become a bit fucking dull and boring. Like that amazing woman Nina Kaleska was saying, people become boring, and if you can't rise above stuff and look at stuff and not being intentionally mean or not promoting hate or whatever, but just because life can be a bit absurd, and a sign of well-being is just dancing around it. It's beautiful. It's so life-affirming. And to hear a woman like this, I found it incredibly inspirational. And I was thinking 1990, which is how long ago, Daniel? 35 years ago.
Yeah.
She died in 2017. God,
Oh my
but she was so bright. Like, it was exactly the kind of person I'd love to meet in 2024.
Oh yes, I think she would be very well outspoken, and she would notice things.
And also she has a gravitas and a license to talk about anything because of what she's been through. And I don't know, like if you look at what's going on now, I mean, if we could go 100 years ahead of today and look back, what is this the start? Are we at the start of World War III?
Yeah,
Looks like it.
and also people lost their sense of humor.
I don't know. I still see people online making stupid videos.
No. I mean,
Yeah,
no,
but, like,
no,
stupid,
no. But there's always
humor is clever.
But there's always going to be people who there's always going to be people who that's not their strong suit. They don't have a sense of humor. But what is weird, when you look at actual adversity, like proper adversity. In other words, people storming into your house and grabbing you and throwing you into a concentration camp. I mean, obviously that's the extreme, but proper adversity versus the kind of adversity that some people feel they're going through. Oh, that person said something. Oh, whatever, said something. Like, I remember when I was being an alcoholic, I have tons of resentments. Like, it's almost, I feel like I'm genetically engineered to be the way I am. So in almost, when I wake up, I'm thinking, right, who's pissing? Who am I thinking about? Who's pissing me off? What is going to what to give me the motivation to get up and fucking prove to those fuckers that I'm not shit or whatever. So it's almost like, even without adversity, it's almost we need adversity to function as human beings. So in peacetime, which I suppose in lots of part of the world it is, in lots of part of the world it isn't. You see, you have to preface everything yourself, like a legal fucking argument. But it's almost like in peacetime, a lot of aspects of the human condition need something to fight against. And if there is nothing, we'll make it up, or we'll microscopically, obsess about that thing or this thing or that thing. So I don't think peace suits a lot of people. It makes them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, people need drama to feel alive.
They need drama to feel something. And then you look at that beautiful Buddhism religion. That seems to be the closest thing to how humans should be living. I wish
as a religion, but mind you, as a structure, as a like a Catholic Church, it's apparently as corrupt, and that's gonna be next scandal, sexual scandal. Because funny enough, Buddhism is the closest religion to Catholicism.
Okay.
Because of the structure of the faith, if you have a teacher in Buddhism, if he tells you jump, you should jump.
What was the leader of the Buddhist?
Dalai Lama? No.
Yeah, the Dalai Lama, yeah, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there weird videos of him there was him interacting with a kid, and he sort of did something weird?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what did he do?
I don't know. He was being very close with the child or something on the
slightly inappropriately touchy.
Yeah.
But was he touching maybe his head?
I don't know.
They do touch head.
He was licking his lips and shit.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, on the video, I swear. It was.
Or maybe it was
a cultural thing.
No, not cultural, but maybe it was changed and modified.
I don't know.
Modified?
Maybe. I don't know.
But for sure, anytime you put certain people in positions of power, it corrupts them, and definitely the people or predators, they always target people who can't defend themselves or who have no voice. So you just ask yourself, who in society right now as we speak has no voice?
Those little kids going to the monks, and
all those people are the ones who are being abused. Oh God, can we get off this subject?
But why is it as soon as you're in power, it's a given? Oh, you're going.
No, it's not a given. No, but it almost seems like it does seem to happen.
Listen, even in a smaller scale, somebody becomes a supervisor, and instead of just promoting peace and love and cooperation, they just want to make sure that everybody knows that she is a supervisor, There's little mean things they do to, let's say,
Hannah's talking about her work.
No, I'm talking riddles.
No, but it's true. Even in a small position of security or whatever, it's just they suddenly want to be an ass.
I know, but also the other thing that's really, talking about self-awareness, by an accident of birth, I have the ability, I'm sure, especially when I was younger, to be so cruel, so psychopathic. We talk about them and those and these people. It's funny, them. I want to be called them. Really? Do you? Because them are bad. Love you, whoever that is. But them. We are them. I mean, I could be Israeli. I could have been born Israeli. I could have been born Palestinian. I could have been born this. I could have been born that. That's why all this, these schisms between the races and between religions, and it's so reductive and so boring and scary.
Yeah, but there's this woman called.
But most
she's
people-
dead
uh-huh,
now. I
yeah.
just want to say her name is Dolores Cannon, and she's like a spiritual teacher, and she was doing all these different therapies. But her idea is that we like we are reborn on this earth. We have work to do, and we're talking about conscious, like common universal consciousness. And we're saying you are me, I am you, because you're gonna reborn and you have to go through different levels of society. So at a certain point, I was a villain, I was a murderer, I was a beggar, and I was, I have to go through all the stages until I evolved.
What do you think about that, Daniel?
Yeah, well, Hannah's talking about reincarnation. I mean, yeah, like... It's interesting if you believe in it, I suppose, yeah, because you call upon your many past lives, and some people believe they can see into their past lives and call upon it or whatever.
I did holotropic breath work, and
What's
without
holotropic?
okay, holotropic breath work is it's certain type of Steve Groff. He was Czech. He was using it as a method of working with people, mental health illnesses. But anyway, so you breathe in a certain speed for a longer time. So you hyperventilate yourself, and then and you use it to transport yourself to a different state of consciousness, not using no drugs, no alcohol.
Were you doing that with Fiona?
No, I did it myself.
Did you talk to her about it?
I haven't talked to her about it.
Does Fiona have a new boyfriend?
No, she doesn't yet.
Does she still probably think about me a lot?
Yes, listen, yeah, but I was saying.
I know, but I got the point.
really-
Yeah, you get and you're up there.
Yeah, but
okay.
But what I'm saying is, I transported myself to my past lives.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. How are things back there? Is the weather
Amazing.
nice? Yeah.
Great. And you know what I did?
Okay.
I sang. There was a song
no.
on the radio in Arabic,
Yeah.
and I knew the words of the song, and I was singing
Give us a little bit of it
out
now.
loud.
Go
no,
on.
I can't.
Please. Come on. Get with it, Hannah. For
How many times have you told that story?
as you told it tons, Daniel.
Did I tell that story
Go
in
on.
the podcast?
Go on.
No, I didn't.
Go on.
No,
Sing
okay.
it. Go on.
No, it was just like,
Go on.
Daniel, give me some Arabic sounds.
Go on.
No.
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 Jazz. How long have we been broadcasting, Daniel?
41 minutes.
So we're going to go and visit Granny, Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah, that means you as well.
Sorry, I got other plans.
No, you don't, Daniel.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Daniel, at this point, you've got to, unless you're going to visit her tomorrow yourself.
No. I'd like you to come and then...
Just for half an hour.
Okay,
we're not
look,
going to stay long.
Yeah, we're not going to stay long.
Just half an hour. Anyway, I can't stay long.
Wait, what? Like, what? This is your appointment.
No, because you're my son and you're mom's grandson, and I love you and I love seeing you with Granny.
You just want me to be there beside her, and then that makes me happy, and now I can move on.
Daniel, that's not true.
It's funny when you don't want to do something, you want to get out of something. Your mind just scrabbles around any kind of like. No, but okay. This song is. I'd like to sing a song, and I want you all to sing a verse. Okay. So I'll go me and then you, Daniel.
Can
okay?
I rap?
Do whatever you want, Hannah. Okay. Sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do. Sometimes we have to do things that we won't want to do.
And sometimes we have to do them because even though we don't want to do them.
And we will do them even though we hate them, but we put a face on and pretend that we like it.
And when we do the thing that we didn't really want to do, sometimes it works out good, and then we feel better for doing the thing that we didn't want to do.
And
Daniel.
everybody is a winner. And that's it. We don't need to sing anymore. This is really silly. Okay, shall we finish? And I would like to say, listen, support us, subscribe. I want to say what that's so you can buy us a coffee.
I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this podcast.
Okay, at least you're gonna be busy. Okay, bye.
Oh, really?
Like and subscribe.
Is that
I
it?
think that's it. Oh, you have any words of wisdom?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm heading off to London tomorrow, so I'll be back on next Monday.
Doing gigs.
Yeah, in top fucking bottom secret.
Well, it's a good club, David. Stop moaning.
Yeah, it's a good club for Mark.
Well, I think it's a time for you to have your own comedy club.
Yeah. Would you run it, Daniel, if I started my own
I
comedy?
would run it.
Okay.
Okay. Hannah just volunteered.
Okay, on
Yeah,
that.
you know. in
Okay,
case
folks, you've heard it
you
here first. We're going to start a new comedy club in Dublin run by Hannah Andrews called Gigs for Everyone.
Yeah.
Gigs for Everyone. That's a good name for a
Yeah,
club.
yeah. And there's, can come in. Okay. You say,
Absolutely cutting that out.
David, no, you just go,
No,
can
no.
come in. So you can't even hear the name. This can come in. That can come in. And
So, okay.
just talk. And you know, that sort of, what's the story? What is constant division? You know,
I'm cutting that out as well. Okay. Okay, hey.
A vote for me.
Okay, by the way.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel, okay?
Yeah.
Thank
Terrible. I'm terrible.
Okay, thanks.